That's how we shrink the waist because men's physique is looking for that nice small taper. So usually, if I were to make it very simple for someone, I have people stand about shoulder width apart. The problem is when I say shoulder width apart, they think their shoulders are a lot smaller than they think. So it has to be a wide
Hmm.
stance. Yeah. So I have them make their stance shoulder width apart. And then I have them lean into one leg because we're trying to elevate the other heel. We usually lean into one leg. And then once the footwork is positioned, I usually have them rotate their hips about 45 degrees. I usually use the same 45-degree cue just as a staple. And that's how we shrink the waist because men's physique is looking for that nice small taper. I don't have them overdo it just because if they start to overdo it, their front pose begins to look like a side pose for OC. And then from there, I cue them to open up their lats. Most of the time, people can't open up their lats on their own. So I have them hook their thumb, the thumb that is closest to the judges, on their hip. And I have the hip, I have them channel a lot of their energy and flexion into the thumb itself. So they could focus their attention to the thumb so they don't have to flex or activate the scapula too much. Like they're more focused on the thumb to the point where when they hook their thumb on their hip and they open up their lat, it's like their lat starts to slowly open up, their scapula is opening up. And then on top of that, I kind of tell them like, relax, you don't need to. Posing, you're not flexing as much as you think. If anything,
Mm,
you're
mhm.
flexing maybe around 80% intensity. Um, but yes, so and I highlight the open lats too, just because it's just like we have the lats, wide shoulders, going down to the waist. I set the 45 degrees small waist, and then the feet are about shoulder width apart because I'm also creating the X frame as well from the shoulders to the small waist to the feet. Does that make sense?